If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Sorry, I was just doing the hemp review. Yeah, today we have the new evolutions, guys. Today is the midfielder one. I didn't think they were going to do another midfielder one because there was already the paid one. So I didn't think they were going to give like a free version of this, right? But they did, right? So FS Academy, oh, because it's FS Academy midfielders. Okay. All right, so this one gives first touch. I mean, cool. +1 on the weak foot, so W1. Tiki Taka Plus is very nice. Really big one on that one. I love Tiki Taka Plus. Whew. And then Intercept Plus. Okay, so Tiki Taka Plus and Intercept Plus, good play styles, really good play styles. First touch is like, it's a plus, so you can't really go wrong with that. And then what else is there? Is there anything else? No. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at the options that we have to work with. So we can go ahead and open the pack, I'm guessing, because pretty sure they give you like the full midfielders pack, right? Let me see if I have it here. FS Academy midfielders pack. So let's see who the options are here. Let's see. It's always 10 people, right? Ugart. Okay, so by default, I could already tell you it's going to be Ugart, Adley, maybe Skip, maybe. Almada is not, if they upgrade him a certain way, that's not a bad one, just because of the link to Lionel Messi. That's a big one right there, actually, if improved properly. But we'll see. Okay, so let's take a look at the new evolutions, guys. So most popular one right now is Adley. So Adley is a French player, plays for AC Milan, Serie A links. With this card in game, I'm actually going to do this because I like to see consistency with the chemistry style being added. Okay, so evolutions. Here we go. Adley's card. So this card is 4-star. This is the upgrade, right? Yeah. Okay. So 4-star weak foot, center mid, high medium work rates. I mean, most of these cards are mostly going to give them like a shadow chemistry style. Could you technically go in the route of giving them a hunter? Yes. When you give a card like this a hunter, you're using him with the intention of being mainly the attacking oriented center mid, but if you want a better balance throughout your team, it'd probably be a shadow. The way this card is formatted is interesting. Playstyle, let's see. So he has Intercept plus Tiki Taka, Intercept. Oh, you already had those two. Technical and first touch. Okay. Taller player. I mean, he kind of looks like a stay back cover center player in like a 4-1-2-1-2, 4-3-2-1 kind of deal. Just because of the finishing being on the lower side and you needing to improve his defense to be as high as possible. As a center mid, it's not too bad, obviously. I feel like they could have improved him a little bit more, to be honest, to kind of fit the meta of the game as a Future Stars midfielder. But who knows? In game, he could impress me because Tiki Taka Plus and Intercept Plus. Intercept Plus is a really, like, that's a crazy one, right? Passing is really good on the card. Physicality is in a decent area considering the height. Okay, so that's an interesting choice for sure. Oliver Skip is the next one. So Premier League CDM, who has 4-star weak foot, medium high, 5'9". Okay, so it's like a Conte type of card, right? So shorter player that plays in the CDM position. You boost the acceleration to be as high as possible, defensive stats as high as possible, and then you kind of rely on defensive AI to kind of defend for you, right? Because if you guys ever use the Conte card, you just kind of like put him in your team and he just does like defensive AI stuff for you, right? So with Skip, that would be like the main thing to see with him, is whether or not his defensive AI kind of like blocks out certain situations. Because with the new playstyle pluses, right, Intercept Plus and Tiki Taka Plus, first of all, Tiki Taka Plus really helpful. He has really good passing stats, so that's really nice for build up in general, right? 4-star weak foot to work with too. Dribbling stats is in a decent area. It's a stay back cover center player. You're not going to use him on the attack whatsoever. I definitely wouldn't recommend it in a 4-3-2-1 because you still need players that can shoot the ball at least a little bit. This is a 4-2-3-1, 4-1-2-1-2 type of player with a CDM position, even 3-5-2 if you play him at CDM, right? Play styles, ping to pass, slide tackle, bruiser, and first touch. Yeah, so the main things is seeing how the stats work with intercept plus and tiki taka. But it looks like a decent card, right? So for people that are going in the direction, like this is a W card for someone like Gyu, right? Gyu is definitely going to improve him to be as high as possible. So an interesting one at that. I'm surprised that those are the most popular ones here. Ugart is not popular. Is it because he's formatted strangely? High work rates, 4-star weak foot, controlled lengthy player on a shadow. Controlled lengthy to boost the pace, 4-star weak foot. This is a again 2 CDM type of lineup, I would say. 2 CDM lineup, 4-2-3-1 kinda, right? Probably play him in the left-sided area while having the right-footed player on the right-hand side. You could use this card as the right-footed player on the right-hand side, but it just depends on if you have a left-footed player for the left CDM position, right? Okay, so he gets Tiki Taka plus, Intercept plus, Slide Tackle, Bruiser, First Touch. Okay, so the thing is, right, is that he's a taller player. So with Intercept plus, while working with someone that's taller, while working with someone that's a lengthy, if that works well with his base defensive stats, it looks interesting because they're at a 99. You know what I'm saying? On a shadow chemistry style, it is at a 99. The pace doesn't concern me as much because this is a stay back cover center player, right? I don't want to play him in any other way because his finishing is not high, his dribbling is not high. This is like 2 CDM, 4-2-3-1 type of zone, right? Physicality, low in the jumping department, decent to everywhere else, right? So aggression at a 94 while working with a controlled lengthy is more of an interesting thing to work with, I would say. Then he gives you the PSG links, the Uruguayan links as well. Okay, so that's a third one there. Let's see what else we have here. So, oh, you can put... Oh, can you put these guys into the attacker ones? With power header and acrobatic. 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. I mean, if this card, if you were to do that, you'd probably give this card like what, a hunter chemistry style? I mean, that'd be for the guys that are trying to have fun in the game, you know? Hard to see people doing that, but if they did, I mean, like, he still has defensive stats, so it's not like a completely horrible thing, you know, because he's 6'1". So you can put these guys into the attackers. Interesting. Let's see this one here. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, right? This is the card that I'm talking about. So if you have Messi in your team, right? This card looks somewhat interesting. The reason why I say somewhat is because he's kind of strangely formatted, to be honest. A little bit. I mean, to be fair, like he is. Because you give him a marksman, because you want to boost the dribbling on the card. But then his sprint speed is on the lower side. His acceleration is high. But this is like meant for like really close control dribbling, right? So if you had like Messi in your team and you had this card in your team, you have to use like very narrow formation so that you're not really too concerned about the sprint speed. But to be fair, sprint speed is obviously a really big part in this game. So giving a hunter chemistry style to boost the pace, to boost the shooting could be ideal, but it really depends on how the dribbling works with his 5'7" height. Play styles, what does he have? So he has finesse shot to incisive pass, rapid, first touch. So rapid does actually help a little bit, but it helps more when you actually give him the pace boost. That's the thing, right? So let me take a look at this card. So his, let's see. So Almada, intercept and okay. And then if you put it into the attackers, the attackers with power header plus and acrobatic, high, low, 5-star, 4-star. Okay, so I mean, you can go in either direction, but am I going to give a power header and an acrobatic to someone like Almada? Acrobatic will be okay for like for volleys, but the sprint speed being formatted lower is a little bit weird. If I put this into the attackers, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put power header. That's like, power header is really for like the physical dudes, you know? Like sometimes you can work with it on the smaller players, but yeah, this card you would have to see. What's his body type? Average body type? Yeah, he needs a marksman. So you just have to use a sprint speed being lower. The thing is that it's an interesting one because the sprint speed is lower, but he does have a regular rapid, to be fair, right? To be fair, he does have a regular rapid, so the rapid could push the pace out of the card a little bit more. This one looks interesting. Again, if you go in the direction of, like, for people who are lucky enough to get the Team of the Year Messi card, it's not necessarily a horrible choice, right? Not necessarily this one because the playstyles are weird. The stat boost is nice. Intercept plus and Tiki Taka, even in the side position, if you have him like on comeback and defense, it's not horrible to work with either. Like, again, it's not like a super meta card, but he could be decent in game. You know, could be decent in game. Okay, what else we got? Okay, so we have Almada, we have a Bayern female player. Cam position, Lohman, intercept plus, 5-star weak foot, high work rates, 5'9". I mean, attacking oriented center mid in a 4-3-2-1, that it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. Because the way that she's formatted is strangely as well. With the dribbling, it would be nice to give her an engine to really boost the dribbling to be in a nice area. But then the pace is on the lower side. The finishing, the shooting is in a good area though. Like for me with this card, Shadow Chemistry style being used as an attacking oriented center mid, because you're not like, you're to have some defensive stats as a W, you know? Even if you were to go the direction of left mid and a 3-back or right mid, because she's right-footed, obviously, like it wouldn't be horrible to do that either, right? Because of the play style that she has too. So she's 5'9". Yeah, I wouldn't really care about doing the attacker play styles for her. Power shot block, she has block to work with too. Intercept plus and block, eh? I mean, that's not too bad. Rapid as well, aerial and first touch. Yeah. I'd be surprised if I saw that card in a person's team, to be fair. I don't know if people really use those types of players in their team. Okay, is this the... this is the guy that did well in the World Cup, isn't it? Unahi. Yeah. My hemp video has crashed 3 times. My goodness gracious. Sorry, we're back. It's just doing it again in the background. Hopefully it doesn't crash again, because I gotta get... The upload's already gonna be late, because it's crashed so many times. But anyways, Unahi, Moroccan player, plays for Marseille, League 1 links. So 5-star weak foot, high work rates, controlled explosive player. Obviously, you probably give him like a Shadow Chemistry style. A lot of these improvements, guys, it looks a lot for like usability, but like maybe in game the playstyle pluses is like very noticeable. Because here's the thing, man, right? So 5-star weak foot, high, 6 foot tall. So that's already good, right? If I give him a Shadow Chemistry style, intercept plus, Tiki Taka plus, cool play styles to work with. But the stats with how the game currently performs, like they would have to be a little bit higher, I would say, you know? They definitely have to be a little bit higher. But, you know, pace is there. Shadow Chemistry style boost in the defense is really nice. Shooting, I mean, if he does get into an area that could be a potential shot, then it's okay to work with at a 79 for finishing. But most of these cards look like players, honestly, that you play in like the CDM position on like stay back while attacking cover center with somebody else next to them that actually has like the medium high, you know? Passing is in a good area, and then stamina is at a 99. Interesting. Okay, so that's for Unahi. What is this card? See, this card looks a little bit more interesting, you know? So a Hunter Chemistry style for sure on him. Tiki Taka plus and intercept plus. Playstyles, what do you have? Slide tackle, technical, quick step, and first touch. Medium work rates, but he's 6'1". I mean, honestly, W for the people that are working with an Eredivisie team, because this looks like a really good attacking oriented center mid. Because like, so he's 6'1", so you could technically use him in the side positions. You could 100%. But attacking oriented center mid for a card like this would be kind of nuts. I'll tell you why, okay? So slide tackle, technical is really important for him. But quick step, first touch, intercept plus, and Tiki Taka. On a Hunter Chemistry style, you put his shooting in a good area. His pace is in a good area. He's got decent passing to work with. Dribbling stats are decent. He has some defensive stats. So even if you didn't want to give him a hunter, you wanted to give him a shadow just to feel a little bit more defensive, but then you play him as like a left mid in a three back formation, or again attacking range to center mid, but you just sacrifice the shooting being lower. It wouldn't be a horrible decision to give him some defensive stats a little bit higher to work with the play styles that he has, right? I mean, honestly, like for the Eredivisie guys, like it looks cool for these guys on the attack. You know what I'm saying? Looks a little bit cooler. And then what else we have here? We have this guy from the Eredivisie as well, Cam, another attacker. Okay, so Eredivisie guys are cooking a little bit more than the other guys that are working with some different teams. I mean, listen, if these were like from the Portuguese league, you know, W, acceleration 99, 94 for sprint speed, shooting massively increased. You work with the fact that he doesn't have skill moves. Which one is this one? Okay, because I'm about to say, how tall is he? 5'8". So 5'8". Now I'm curious. Hold on, I'm curious now. So this guy right here, if you went in the direction of giving him the other one instead, this one. Yeah, so this one. So listen to this. Listen to this. Eredivisie guys are kind of cooking a little bit more, okay? Because this guy, as a physical type attacker, looks decent, right? Because he has power header to work with the fact that he's 6'1". He doesn't have jumping though. That's the thing. So like they have these play styles, but doesn't have jumping nor aerial. So it has to be like clear and obvious situations. And then he has acrobatic, which honestly could be helpful in certain situations, especially since when you give him the hunter, you boost the volleys to be high, right? So the sentimental is there. The usability part is there, right? It's not like a crazy card like some of the future stars from the attackers, but it looks a little bit more interesting, you know, for people that are going in that route of sentimental and using players from that league, right? And then I think that might be pretty much it, right? Adley, French, AC Milan, Almada. Oh, we have these two as well. So Torino player, 77 defense, 6'1". Yeah, most of these guys are set up for attacking oriented center mid. I'm not even kidding. Like if you want to like make them as usable as possible, yeah, like I said, you either go in that direction or you go in the other direction where you make them attackers. You give them a hunter, right? And if you want actual attackers from the, like, what's his original position? He's an actual center mid or center forward. So the Serbian guys get a pretty decent card. Guys, these selections here, they may not be meta, but for people that go in the sentimental route, especially people that are trying to build some sort of like Serbian team, like it's not horrible. To be fair though, I never see it personally. You'd probably have to live in those countries to see it on a more consistent basis. But for people that are building those sort of teams, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then this is the last one, Mariana Cerro, Spanish player that plays in the Liga F. She's 5'7", so yeah, she needs the defensive stuff. This card has potential too, because she's supposed to be a stay back player. She is smaller, but again, sort of like a Conte player, right? You have to rely on, yeah, long ball pass is nice, block is nice, and then tiki-taka plus and intercept are nice too. So this is not a horrible decision if you did do the Atenea card and you need the links with some Spanish players. This evolution in general, guys, is not crazy meta, but in regards to usability for some of the cards, it's okay. You know, it's okay, because it just depends on which routes you want to go, right? Like, I don't think the most popular options are like the top tier ones, right? But it just depends on people that want the links to some of those players and whatnot, right? Because again, with a card like Adley, you could technically go in the direction of making him an attacker because he's 6'1". You know what I'm saying? So if I did the evolution for him and I put him into attackers, I could technically do this because look, with Adley, it would be not that one, but it would be this one, right? And then I gave him a finisher. Yeah, but I mean, Hunter, yeah, see, that it's more for fun though, right? Like it doesn't make sense to even go in that direction in my opinion, but yeah, it's one of those ones. There's going to be different variables for people working with different squads. Not crazy meta in regards to the selections and stuff, but you have some decent ones for people that are going in the sentimental route for cards that are going to be more usable. So it's not like completely an L. It's an L for people that look at it from a top tier meta perspective, but for people that want some of these cards that probably would never have gotten cards in the future, like it's still pretty decent to work with, right? So you always have to look at that. You always have to look at it in that way as well, right? But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.